Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to Zahra Gems. So I'm back with another screen recording video, but this time it's not quizzes anymore. This time I'm gonna read you the ayah and the meaning and the tafseer of the specific ayah I'm about to read you. So right now, since this is an app called Quranly, where I compete with other people. So I have to read Al-Baqarah ayah number 45. Let's do it. We might do one of the Quranic gems. Okay. Wa usta'inu, and seek help. Ubil sabri wal sala wa uita wa inna lakabirat illa ala al-khashi'in, and seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, it is a burden except for humble. Let's heart this. I think I like this. Anyway, we're gonna read the tafsir. So this ayah is on the support that comes with patience and prayer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded his servants, which are us, humans, to use patience, to use sabr, like to wait. For example, you're waiting for a doctor's appointment. You need patience because it's not your turn yet. And prayer. You also, for patience, you need to become religious. And how become religious? With prayer. To acquire the good of this life. To earn the good of this dunya we're living in. We're living in the first life. And the hereafter, the ultimate purpose of this first life we are living. Muqatil bin Hayyan said, this ayah means utilize patience, use the patience and the obligatory prayer in seeking the hereafter, in using the prayer and the sabr to get good deeds, to be in the ultimate purpose of this life, Jannah or Jahannam. Well, inshallah, we all go to Jannah. But this means, and the obligatory prayer in seeking the hereafter. As for patience here, they say that it means fasting. So what they mean? Patience and fasting. You might be thinking, what? Fasting is about not eating and drinking. And how is patience involved in it? Well, when you fast, right? You just do sahur and you're still hungry. You really want it to be iftar. Patience. As for patience, okay, there are similar texts, similar things to that reported from Mujahid al-Qurtubi and other scholars commented. This is why Ramadan is called the month of patience, as is mentioned in the hadith literature. It also means the patience in the ayah, refraining from evil, getting away from evil. And this is like patience was mentioned along the practicing acts of worship, especially foremost the prayer. You need patience to go to the next step. For example, you're in the sujood, right? You do you put your head down. Allahu Akbar. Right? You need to wait for the leader of the prayer. You're already done reading Subhana Rabbiyal A'la 3 times. You need to wait for the Imam to get up and do the next move. That has patience in it. Also, also, Ibn Abi Hatim narrated that Umar bin al-Khattab said there are 2 types of patience. Good patience when the disaster strikes, and better patience while avoiding the prohibition. It means the good patience means let's use another example. You're waiting in line, right? You're waiting in line for it to be your turn. You're in the middle of the line. But you have to wait. You have to wait for the other people in line to go. So that's called good patience. But better patience is avoiding the prohibitions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Avoiding the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbid. Avoiding the things that are bad for us. Ibn Abi Hatim said that Al-Hasan al-Basri was reported to have said similar. Allah then said, was-salat and as-salah. The prayer is one of the best means of assistance for firmly adhering to Allah's order, which means prayer is one of the best acts to listen to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy. Just as Allah said, Atlu ma awhiya ilayka minal kitabi wa aqimis salata inna salata tanha anil fahasha'i wal munkari wala zikrullahi akbir. Recite, O Muhammad, peace sallallahu alayhi wasallam, what has been revealed to you of the book, and perform as-salah. Verily, as-salah prevents from al-fahsha and al-munkar, and the remembrance of Allah is greater indeed. So this means that when Prophet they're asking. Okay, so the personal pronoun in the ayah, wa innaha lakabir, refers to prayer, as Mujahid is reported to have said, and it was also the choice of Ibn Jarir. It is possible that the pronoun might be referring to the advice to observe patience and the prayer mentioned in the same ayah. Allah said about Korah. وقال الذين أوتوا العلم ويلكم صوب الله خير لمن آمن وعمل صالحات ولا يتركها إلا صابرون. So, knowledge said, woe to you, the reward of Allah is better for those who believe and do righteous good deeds, and this none shall attain except as-sabirun. Also, Allah said, with one which is better than verily he between whom and you there was enmity, as though he was a close friend, but none granted it except those who are patient, and none is granted it except the owner of a great portion. Meaning this advice is only implemented by those who are patient and the fortunate. In any case, Allah's statement here means prayer is heavy and burdensome illa ala al-khashi'in, except for the al-khashi'in. Ibn Abi Talha reported that Ibn Abbas commented on this ayah, they are those who believe in what Allah has revealed. الذين يظنون أنهم ملاقو ربهم وأنهم إليه راجعون. Continues the subject that was started in the previous ayah. Therefore, the prayer or the advice to observe is heavy. إلا على الخاشعين الذين يظنون أنهم ملقى ربهم, who are certain that they are going to meet their Lord, meaning they will be gathered and face their Lord on the day of resurrection. The day of judgment will be chosen. I'm gonna make a video of the day of judgment, but the day of judgment it is what it means. The day of judgment is the day of judge. Okay. So anyway, وَأَنَّهُمْ إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ, meaning that their affairs are all subject to His will, and He justly decides what He wills. Since they are certain that they will be returned to Allah and be reckoned, it is easy for them to perform the acts of obedience and refrain from the prohibitions. Ibn Jarir commented on Allah's statement, يَظُنُّونَ أَنَّهُمْ مُلَاقُو رَبِّهِمْ. Ibn Jarir said the Arabs call certainty as well as doubt zan. There are similar instances in the Arabic language where a subject as well as its opposite share the same name. For instance, Allah said, وَرَأَى الْمُجْرِمُونَ نَارًا فَظَنُّوا أَنْهُمْ مَوَاقِعُهَا shall see the fire and zannu that they have to fall therein. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu. Make sure to subscribe and like. And I hope you understood the meaning of Ayah 45, Al-Baqarah, the cow. I'll read the meaning again just for you to remember. And seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, it is a burden except for the humble. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.